How about now? Can you hear me now? Hello. Let me know when you can see and hear me. Oh, we have sound. We have sound, but we don't have video? Ooh, we can hear me, but we can see me. Why can they me see me? It's still black screen? How about now? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? How about now? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? All dark still. Well, it seems I have broke the system. No video, nay, only but audio. All right, I guess we're crocheting in all black today. No, I'm just kidding. That's not what's happening here. We're gonna fix this. You see, what's gonna happen is we're gonna fix this. Is what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna flip the camera because I'm a ding dong, and then this, and then we're gonna do that maybe. See, we're trying something new today because I wanted to see if we could get a guest on today's live stream, but apparently it's not working. And apparently I don't know what I'm doing. Crumbs and bums, my dudes. I don't know what to do about this because it's supposed to be working. Okay, let's go back. Oh no, Jolly Cubes. Oh no, I'm such a goose today. All right. How do I do this? I don't know what to do, you guys. I'm totally at a loss because I think what's going on is I need to wait for the guest to join. That's the one. He said he's hopping on in 3. Okay, I might have to back out and join back in. I don't know how this is going to work because the problem is I had to do a whole freaking setup thing to make this work. So I don't see why I'm in the dark. Yes, exactly. You can still hear me, right? Can you see this? Can you see my messy, messy room? Hello? Is anything coming out on video right now? Nope, it's still all black. Wow. Wow. I'm like really, really talented. Wow. I totally know how to live stream, guys. I'm like so good. No messy room. Good. I'm glad you couldn't see that. But why can't you even see my beautiful, beautiful face? Because it's not beautiful. That's the problem. Hmm. I don't want to restart this because you can hear me and I can see me. I can see me just fine. Okay, let's see if I can just rejoin. Did that work? Hello, hello. I don't know if anything worked. Hello, can you hear me? Oh, oh, uh-oh. I think I made it work a little. It is working. It's working. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Wowza bowza. Hey guys. Hey, how does it sound by the way? How does the audio sound? Sorry this took so long. I'm obviously trying to figure it out. Video works, so that's good. Video works, audio works. I think we're I think it's working. Uh-oh, wait, what? How was the wedding? The wedding was amazing. Thank you for asking. Okay, let me do a little intro thing and then I'll talk about the wedding and stuff. Hi everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Today, finally, now that it's finally working. We're going to be crocheting a dinosaur. And you guys are choosing right now in the chat which dinosaur we are making. If you want to vote down there, there's a poll. Go ahead and vote on which dinosaur we're making. Today's live stream, though, we're doing something a little special. So first off, obviously, we're making any kind of dinosaur you guys want me to make, but we're also going to have a guest on, a special guest. Mr. Crochet himself, aka Steven, is going to be joining the stream. We are lagging. Hopefully not too bad. Okay. So how does the music, by the way? Audio isn't great as usual, but it's all right. Okay, what if I turn my music off? If I do this, will that be better or worse? It's so nice having music on though. Okay, I'm just gonna turn it down. So that way I at least have something in my back of my brain. Let me know how the music is. Okay, so we're crocheting a looks like maybe a triceratops. You guys are still voting on which dino to make. That's totally okay. Take your time. If you want to crochet along with me, though, all you'll need today is the pattern and some yarn. For the pattern, you can find the pattern. It should be like linked in the top of the description. So if you're able to reach the description, that's how to get it. Um, see, so there's the problem. There's no music, huh? Ay, 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 ay. Everything is awesome. Here we go. Can you hear that music now? I don't know. You let me know. Okay, so we're crocheting. Looks like a triceratops, but you guys are still voting. And if you want to pull up the pattern, you can find it at clubcrochet.com/dinosaur. What else did I want to tell you guys? Oh yeah, if you like what's going on here, here's how you can support. First thing is if you like this video, like down below, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, we do live streams like this all the time. Usually they're not like this. But that's okay. You can very barely hear the music. Okay, then I'll just turn it down for myself. And that's just gonna be the way it'll go today. Um uh so if you want to support this channel monetarily, oh my gosh, thank you. That is really sweet of you. Um Oh, we got Crochet. Okay, so I'll have Crochet join in just a moment, just a second. If you want to support this channel monetarily, the best is with the Club Crochet membership. Members get early access to future patterns. They get access to the exclusive library of tutorials. I add new patterns in there all the time. We are doing a test run right now for a brand new pattern, which I've showed you on the stream last time. Our little baby brontosaurus. I need testers, so go check us out on Instagram. It's at Club Crochet on Instagram. What else? What else? What else? If you want to support, you can purchase kits and merch in the store. We have a bunch of different kits, like our mini dino kit. We have our other mini dino kit. Well, check this out. The Land Before Twine kit. This is our newest seasonal kit. It's very, very cool. You make a bunch of different dinos with it. And then finally, our game. My game is coming out. You can see it right there. It's called Lava Run. It's a new board game that's coming out very soon where you crochet all your pieces. You can learn more by going to lavarungame.com. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to start by ending this poll for what dinosaur to make. And I'm going to go to what colors should I make it? So we're making a triceratops. Do you want it in yellow? Do you want it in teal? What else? What else is in front of me? Orange or oh, okay. Yes. Join again, please, Mr. Brochet. I'm sorry I took so long. Okay. Orange or cyan? There we go. Okay. And here we go. Mr. Brochet is joining us now. Let's see what happens. I hit add. I think it's working. Hello. Oh, oh. Is the noise working? Hello. How'd that? I hear you. You're all crumbly and crambly. I can barely hear you. I think it might be the headphones. I think I maybe should do that too, though, huh? Maybe I should put in headphones.
Well, do you hear an echo when I'm talking right now?
No. Does the live stream hear an echo when you're talking? Well, I guess we'll find out. Can you hear me?
I can hear you lovely.
Lovely.
I have plug-in ear pods that I think will work if there presents itself an issue. Is there an issue though? I don't
I
know.
don't. Yeah, it looks like we're good. We don't got an echo or
All right.
nothing.
Ooh, can I vote on this?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, what color do you want me to crochet? It looks like we're making a triceratops today.
Oh,
But
how
hey, by the
exciting.
way, hi Steven. Thanks for
Hey,
joining.
what's up? Hi. Hello, Louie. How are congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yes, for anybody in the chat that's wondering what he's talking about, I just got married, and it was really, really cool. And I meant to have a way to show people photos on today's stream, but the photos haven't come in yet. So I'm gonna have to show you guys photos next week. Sorry about that.
That's amazing, buddy. How was it? How was the ceremony? How was the week long?
It was stressful, but very, very fun. It probably one of the best days of my life. It was just great. My suit was wild. I looked like a mix between a fishing lure and a couch cushion, but in the best ways.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
I'm gonna move myself up a little bit.
I'm voting. I'm voting teal. Hey, I
Okay.
didn't even know that. That's cool. That's the most chosen thing. So I'm a part of the majority.
Oh, look at that. That's great. Okay, are you gonna be crocheting as well with us today?
I love it. Yeah. So I have a few things that are on the whip list. You can help me decide.
Okay.
So I need to make a few things. I need to start making my anvil.
Okay.
I need
Like a
to
full
make
size anvil?
yeah.
Wow. That's gonna take a
Uh,
while.
I need to make a ninja star.
Okay.
I have to. There's okay. And then the two other probably the things I'm most excited about is I'm on like it's gonna be a hot lightsaber summer for me. So I'm on a lightsaber kick. So I'm gonna
Okay.
be doing another like lightsaber duel. If you guys only I guess have seen some of my videos on YouTube or things like that. You haven't seen this yet. I released it on the TikToks and the IG. But yeah, I'm gonna do a lot more lightsaber things. So okay, so lightsaber, ninja star, anvil, or I can go a little bit more conventional. I am making a very sweet, sophisticated dino sweater.
Oh, all right. I you know I'm gonna vote the dino personally, but my vote is either dino or the ninja star.
Okay, well
That's my vote.
can let me give you a qualifier
Okay.
with the dino sweater. It's not an it's like a tapestry. So it's just me crocheting a sweater. With
Okay.
that said, it's some stunning yarn. I'm gonna
Make a
can I
yeah, yeah. Like yeah,
plug
talk
these
about it.
because they sent me gifts. I'm just gonna show everybody because it's beautiful. I crocheted a sweet top. You want to see it,
I saw that. You know, you're the first one that I've never made a top. Isn't that
dude?
crazy?
I love wearables. I will say this: I've only been crocheting for 6 months, right? But so this is like technically the first real wearable I've ever made. There's
Isn't that wild?
something,
He's only been crocheting for 6 months, dudes. Isn't that crazy?
dude. Quit making fun of me, man. I'm just joking. But there's something magical about making a thing for a utility. You know,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I make silly things for not utilities, but yeah, I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go put it on.
Okay, and while you get that, I'm gonna end the poll here, and I'm gonna just get started on our Triceratops in teal. Great. I also need suggestions
Hi.
in the chat for any kind of customizations you want for this Triceratops because this is gonna take like no time for me to make. So I need any kind of suggestions. If you want a hat, if we want to make it like I don't know, stripes, polka dots, whatever. Let me know in the chat. Wow, very cool, dude.
I
Sick.
did not anticipate it to match as much as it does.
Did you design it too?
I did, I guess. So it was kind of this hodgepodge of maybe like six different. I knew how to do like a hexagon cardigan, right? I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew of a granny stitch. So then I started making just basically front and back panels, kind of simple stuff with like my measurements. And then I found a couple tutorials about how to kind of increase the way I wanted to increase for the collar and the sleeve. And then throughout my lives on TikTok, we just kind of like did it. So these are half double crochets. And then these are lemon peel. This is a lemon peel down here.
Okay. I don't know what a lemon peel is. What's a lemon peel?
Ooh, ooh, they're fun. I got on this kick, like, of just learning random fun stitches. Is it a lemon peel or a lemon twist, peeps? I don't know, you tell me.
Lemon
But,
twist. It sounds like a drink is what it sounds like.
sounds like a good drink. No, it's basically all you're doing is going back and forth from, like a double crochet and a single crochet on the
Oh,
same
okay.
row.
Yeah, yeah. So it's kind
Yeah.
of making like a zigzaggy sort of thing.
And then you flip it and, and then it kind of does this really interesting, cool texture. So this yarn is Arcane Fiberworks. They sent me just it's beautiful, like hand spun, hand dyed stuff. And I was like, there is no way I'm making like weapons out of this.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you
So
can't make weapons out of that.
all right, so is that the deal? Am I making a ninja star while you make a dinosaur?
I think that makes a lot of sense. My dinosaur can ride your ninja star.
Feels apropos. Okay, let me go get my hook.
Yeah, I actually might even bring you this dinosaur next week when we hang out.
Oh, thank you. Hey, thanks, Cooperlicious. If you're talking about, are you talking about Louis' face or my shirt? Regardless,
Definitely,
thank you.
he's definitely talking about the shirt. I guarantee it. Okay, we got our eyes today. And hey guys, I know maybe you guys were looking at because it's been like a week or so since I've done a stream. So I know maybe we're doing something a little bit different, but I hope you guys don't mind today. What is on the chimney? So this is my little fake fireplace thing. Look at how beautiful. Wow, I'm gonna burn my hand. And on the chimney is a bunch of bonimals, actually, just a bunch of little bonimals. Stephen, bonimals are these little dudes that I crochet. They're kind of like little. They're animals that make you go baw, so they're bonimals, and they have little magnets in their butts, so they perch on anything metal. So in the past, this has been filled up to the top with bonimals, but I gave a bunch of them away.
I love it. Are those different than the gnomes?
Then the goblins,
The goblin. I'm sorry,
the
that was
yeah.
blasphemy.
Watch it, bud.
My
No,
my apologies. So let me ask you a
yeah,
question, Louis.
yeah.
How I don't know if you answered this before. How much does any of the lore for you connect to like Lord of the Rings?
So there is some Lord of the Rings lore that goes with it. I have like this whole lore document on the goblins and like where they come from and stuff like that. I would say that originally when I created them, all started with a cave troll because a cave troll from Lord of the Rings. And then I made orcs from that, and then goblins from there. But the actual lore for the characters themselves, I have like this whole document. I've been working on a secondary version of my other game Stitched, which is my tabletop game where you battle each other. That not Lava Run. That's a different one.
Which I'm
Um,
very excited to play. I have not even so you know, and this isn't out of negligence. This is out of a creative choice. Uh, Erin is my girlfriend and my partner and my person. Uh, we haven't opened the box. So Louis gave me a prototype. We haven't even opened the box because I want part of the video to be like a complete blind
yeah,
unboxing and discovery of it.
yeah, I get that. You might want to open the box ahead of time just because there's a lot. there's I didn't set it up for you. I meant to set it up. I know I sent you this whole video where I'm like, "Hey, here's how you set this game up." I just had like this freak out the other night where I was like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't set up his game at all." He's going to open it, he's going to be like,
I mean,
"Okay, but
I'll
now what?"
obviously edit the video. It won't be like live. What is this? I can't even open the
That's true.
plastic bags easily. It's not gonna be that.
Yeah, I did put a lock on there. There's like you have to do a magic spell to keep it open.
Solve
Um
riddles.
yeah. But anyhow, back to your original question though. So I'm working on a secondary version of my tabletop game Stitched, um, where I'm thinking of calling it Stitch Story Mode, where it's going to be like an RPG version of the game, where it's a much more simple. It's kind of like D&D, but much more simplified. And you crochet your pieces and stuff. And with that, I decided to make this whole lore document about like, oh, here's where the goblins come from, and here's trolls were born from this and that and this and the other thing. And it just got way out of hand, but like in the best way. And
Sure.
now it's one of my favorite things that I've ever written, but I haven't done anything with it yet. So I've actually read it once on the live stream, and I think it went pretty well. I don't know if anybody remembers that. Say nice things about me. But yeah, that's the lore behind Stitched, and it has gotten a little. It's gonna go even further out of hand, I'm sure, when I finally have the brain space to start focusing on it again.
Sure. I mean, you're also, releasing a game. You know what I mean? You're also in the middle
Yeah,
of stuff.
yeah, totally. Yeah,
You're a busy boy.
I will say when I am in the middle of the most like busy, stressful time is when my brain decides is the most important time to come up with new random stuff. So just the other week I came up with a whole new game, wrote all the rules down and everything. I just couldn't help it. It just my brain was like, "Hey, I know you have to do like 50 things right now, but like what if
Sure.
you actually came up with a whole new thing that you should put all your energy into?"
Hey man, you gotta ride the train when it's taken off. You know what I
You
mean?
do. Yeah, absolutely. You just gotta follow it. You just really do. Speaking of riding the train, you've been making weapons left and right, my dude. Like so many weapons now. Do you have
I
any
have.
sneak peeks at some future weapons? I heard you saying an anvil. That's really cool.
Yeah, dude. I'll show you some stuff. Well, you know what's so funny? I realize I have things that like I have made and I've never even made videos on them just yet.
Yeah.
Um, but honestly, I'm gonna be on a lightsaber and sword kick. I just feel it. I want to start doing a lot more like fun. The lightsaber duel is so much fun. And to be honest, like I was a little like, all right, let's see what a minute long video does. It's
Yeah.
it's one thing asking people to hang out for 7 seconds versus like, you know,
Yeah. A whole
62 of them.
production. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm only wasting 8 seconds of your day versus like a minute and 15. It's a different ask. But yeah, I want to get into like much more silly stuff. So like think Indiana Jones parodies, think Star Wars parodies, think
Yeah.
Highlander, Terminator 2, Mortal Kombat. I just kind of want to like ride the whole train of things I loved growing up.
Yeah.
With that said, again, these wearables are so fun. This dino sweater is going to be so like cool. I'm very excited about all this stuff. But let's see. You've seen all this stuff. I think everybody's seen everything. Oh, I will say I am gonna the next lightsaber build I'm gonna do after this Ninja Star is gonna be Darth Maul's lightsaber.
Oh, cool. The double
So
sided one.
yeah,
Nice.
and I figured out how to rig it up. It's like PVC pipe will be simple enough.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited about that, and more importantly, I'm excited about like the mix of action and comedy with the video.
Yeah. So yeah, your last
Precarious.
the last video that was a minute. How did it do, by the way?
I'm
The
sorry.
p- I loved the lightsaber battle. Did you prep like the whole um did you prep like a whole choreography and everything for it?
I did. I did.
Was that fun?
It was fun. It was a blast. I've done like so I am like a TV writer, producer, and director by trade, right? So
Yeah.
I'm like I think I'm a product. I'm a victim of the strike. The strike sucked, and the strike is even worse after the strike. With that said, I have some experience in like blocking and staging, but that was my first like action thing, and then also that's my first like asking me to do action stuff, you
Mhm.
know? So I've realized like I need to get more flexible and more able to do cool stuff.
Okay.
So,
So you're doing yoga now. You're getting really into circus acts.
I mean, I'm definitely going to like I am going to I've never been more motivated to be like more physically able than right
Uh-huh.
now, and it's because it's like, oh wait, it's another vehicle to like be funny. So yeah. Okay, I can show you one thing I've made that there hasn't been a video on yet, and
Okay.
it's a poop emoji. That's
All right.
all I got.
Yeah. Great.
That's all I
Great.
got.
Yeah, you also gotta make some dinos soon when you open that game up. The good thing is the dinos don't take very long to make, so at least that won't take up a whole lightsaber day.
No, well, lightsabers are more tedious. It's just kind of like a really big, long beanie for like a weird shaped person's head. But
Yeah.
uh, yeah. So actually, I'm excited because I want my girlfriend Erin is not a crocheter, uh, and it's been a hard learning curve for her. So I think it'd be really fun to be able to like break open your club crochet kits and like both of us decide on a dino to make together and make it. You know what I mean? I think it'd be kind of fun.
I hope it works out. Yeah, I'm actually redoing the Triceratops pattern that I'm making right now. I'm remaking it. I was supposed to record it yesterday, but I totally didn't do that. So I'm gonna
It
probably do that
happens.
this weekend. But
It happens.
I'm like put a lot of effort into the redesign for it so that it's a lot more beginner friendly. So I hope it works out. Obviously, if you get stuck at any point, just reach out, let me know. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm redoing like all the dinosaurs this season,
Okay.
so every single one of them are getting like a whole video tutorial and everything. And I'm trying out some new video tutorials too. I'm trying to make them like a little quicker this time and stuff. But yeah, it should be September's gonna be long and fast. It's gonna every Monday in September, I'm coming out with a different dinosaur pattern. So it's gonna be a lot.
Wow.
Very quick.
Sounds
Like,
fun.
yeah. Yeah, I'm like riding off the high of getting married and then jumping straight back into the river of just like, okay, let's go.
Sure, sure. You're technically I'm spending time with you on your honeymoon right now.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Wow. Do you have a Mai
It's
Tai?
lovely. It's lovely.
Yeah.
Um yeah, see Starlight. I think I see. Is this similar? So this is my first time ever going live on the YouTubes. So I've only just started, not just, but like I think I'm in this weird place. A lot of the stuff I do is like shorter form, and I like the vertical. So I haven't really posted much on YouTube. I will start, I think, a lot more, especially also as I kind of start prepping up for the book. I think I'm gonna start kind of like video diarying the whole process of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Video diarying.
Video
Uh,
diarrhea. See Starlight. I do silly things. Is the best way
yeah,
I can
Steven
describe it.
Steven makes a lot of weapons and then kills all of his friends with them.
I forgot you're allowed to say that on YouTube, huh?
Oh yeah, that's right. This isn't TikTok. You can say the K word.
There's like
Um
robot. That's yeah. Yeah. Anyway, go on.
oh well, Marissa just was asking about my woggles. These are I have these alien creatures that I found back in 2016 that ended up being hatched in my house to look like crochet, but they're not crochet at all. And they're doing great. They are stealing socks and spoons. That's kind of their whole thing, and eating a lot of donuts, and they're just chilling, trying to stay away from the cats. Um I need to get some white yarn real quick. I realized I don't have any white yarn from the horns, but look, I'm already almost halfway done with them. With our Triceratops.
Wow, that
We're
worked up
flying.
quick. I'm not even
Yeah.
halfway done with half of it. But that's not
we
fair.
need
I did a whole demo. I showed you things.
That's totally true. Also, I need a hat suggestion. So if you have any hat suggestions, Steven, or anybody in the chat, go ahead and throw them in there.
Well, wait. What's the context? That's a loaded question.
I mean,
If-
I don't know. I can make any kind of hat.
Oh, you're talking about making a hat.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a hat
Okay.
for the Triceratops.
Oh, for the Triceratops. What about like a wizard Triceratops?
Ooh, I like that. Ooh, yeah, I like that idea. A wizard Triceratops. Okay, so we're gonna also need blue.
Or you could go punny and make a Triceratop hat.
Oh, with three top hats.
My word.
Try
My
try
word.
try top hat. Okay, yes,
The
I like
wizard's
that.
nice though. The wizard. I feel like the wizard is a better aesthetic. I feel like or you can, or like you go Mr. Peanut and just make him one top hat.
Mhm. Well, okay, wait, here's a question. Does a top hat on a Triceratops go on the frill or behind the frill? It's gonna be a lot easier to put it behind the frill. But is that even on its head? That's on its back.
I would argue the Triceratops thing is like is his protruding brow. Like it's like
Oh, it's his eye. That's his brow, not his
I
not his
think
head.
like the crown of his head is behind it.
Okay, so I can't. So you're saying I can put a hat behind it, and it's still kosher
I mean,
in
I don't
the
know.
biology of a dinosaur. I think I do. You know what? We'll make both. Though they both of them won't take that long, and we'll see what works best, and then we'll go from there.
I like that. Um,
Ronnie's baby just says no. No, just no. Cool.
Marisol wants you to make that pattern.
Oh, you want me to make I can make a Woggles like pattern, but the Woggles are a creature, so they're a living creature that have a mind of their own. It feels wrong to remake them, but
Wow.
I will get to them back to them eventually. I'm sure I will. Yeah, yeah, there's just been so much crochet recently. I've been making so many dinosaurs with oh well, you know some of the people that we're working with. I doing some dinos with Drooby Zoo and
Oh,
Crochet Me Zaddy and Sir Pearl Gray and Curious Papaya. They're all some crochet buds of mine, and all week we've been working on all of our designs. There's just a lot of dino designs going around, and I'm like, you know, it's the volcano really does feel like it's about to pop. It is. It's
that
been a
is
week.
very cool. Have you seen Drewby's? I really like their flying monkey.
Oh, I love it. The
It's
fingers on it
cool.
are so weird. Like the most interesting. I haven't seen amigurumi using that kind of design before.
It feels like just like a bubble stitch.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think it is though. I think it's I think he's chaining up and then like single crocheting down. So he's making them kind of like
Balling it.
yeah. I don't know. It's a very. I'm interested in giving it a shot. He did something very similar uh on his first design for a dinosaur, but it didn't. He ended up switching things up. So I'm curious of how it's going to work out. This is
I like.
his design, by the way. He made uh a Parasaurolophus.
Yeah, yeah, like a duckbill.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like the only part you need to sew on is the nose. The rest of it's all made together in like one piece, which is a
That's
very
cool.
interesting construction. I haven't really made anything like that.
I
Um,
go back and forth between like, especially now, I learn like back post stitches and stuff like that, and like
yeah,
how to hinge things. I go back and forth between making, and I guess everything has its own own reason. You don't have to find like a black and white rule. But I go back and forth wanting to be able to do like a no sew versus I actually really like for me, I get to design like it feels like I have more freedom designing my patterns by like thinking about it like cardboard cutouts and then putting them together. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Building 2D.
It is. I will say also. I think that no so while it is a lot of fun, I think it is something that comes with like you've only been crocheting for 6 months, so it can be really hard to design stuff that has like all made with no sewing at all. And honestly, I don't. Sometimes I really like it when they're making like miniature things. I really like making stuff with no sew, but when it comes to making bigger stuff, it's like sewing's kind of part of the fun when it's like
Sure.
really big. And you can only do so much design stuff. Like it does kind of hold you back sometimes when you are trying to make everything without any sewing at all. I know Drew has a really difficult time with not making no sew patterns as in like designing them, but making them because he doesn't want to. He wants to make patterns that have sewing included.
Sewing's kind of fun.
It's kind of fun. It can be kind of fun.
I kind of enjoy it.
So is that poop the only amigurumi that you you made a head, you made
I mean,
amigurumi.
technically, so here's the thing. I think what I'm doing, I think it's like I think the weapons, the weaponry, the weaponry, like the fuzzy weapons. I think have like structure in them, have like wooden dowels, and have like
Yeah.
pieces of cardboard. Like the crossbow is like kind of built in around. But I would kind of describe like this brain and
Yeah.
like the the head as I've lovingly coined it like amigurumi
Yeah.
because it is. I mean, it's a stuffed animal. It's just a little
Yeah.
different, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
if you threw some safety eyes in a one of those lightsabers, it'd even be
it would
amigurumi
be
kind of.
amigurumi. I
Yeah.
mean, you could do safety eyes, or you can do this, Louis. I think these are more fun than safety
Yeah,
eyes,
I do
personally.
like those. I like those a lot. Those are a lot of
I,
fun.
I got to do something with that. Okay,
Yeah, it's you know, it's funny. Pretty much everything you make is larger than anything I've ever made.
really,
I make everything so itty bitty.
it is. There is something really fun about scale. Like it really,
Yeah.
there is something really fun about making something silly and ridiculous. I will kind of. So the plans are to make like a full size guillotine, like a ginormous cannon. So I'm gonna do a lot of weird stuff.
You need to get a crew. You need to get a crochet crew to help you make all this stuff because it would whip up really quick. And I bet you could get. What if you did like a bunch of granny squares and then you just had like your audience crochet you a bunch of granny squares and send you them over and then you sew them together.
Well, like so, yes, I do think that there are some community projects that I'm very excited about. You know what I mean?
Uh huh.
But I also think there's a level of an appeal to like, wait, that guy made that too. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I think
totally.
there's, like I think there's a part of the like for me, part of the fun is making it as well, and also like having to control the design. And I'm like so particular. Just I mean, so are you in like a
Oh yeah,
in the
definitely.
best way. That it's like I have my own idea for a lot of things. With that said, I do love the notion of like how people do community cardigan projects and things like that. Like
Sure.
I love like I want to make a pinata and I want to make a pattern for a piranha and I want to do a community project and I want to fill said pinata up with piranhas and then do a video with it,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Like those things. Like that sounds like a lot of fun, you know?
That sounds like it's a TikTok song. Piranha pinata.
Piranha pinata. It could be a TikTok song. I mean, I would write the song after the video,
Yeah.
capitalize on it. But yeah, that sounds fun. That would be good. I do like the idea though of at some point I do think I would love to outsource because that way, like, I'm not going to be able to make a tank. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But can
By
you
myself.
freaking imagine a crocheted tank? That would be sick. That would
Louis, I
be
can't imagine
amazing.
it. I have been imagining it.
That would be incredible. What are we making? Candace, I am making a little triceratops. That is, we are gonna add some hats to it. Here we go. We got them pretty much started. Let's give this
And
little nose
Candace,
a shift.
besides great conversation, I'm also making a ninja star. So this is like the first flat. There's two of these that go into one, and then I stitch together with white. So it makes a
Yeah, I actually
sweet
have.
ninja star.
I have your ninja star right over here. I tried throwing it at my cat, but it didn't do anything to him. He just ripped it apart.
Hold on, I'm grabbing a scissor.
See, Steven original here. But look, you can see I've already fixed it a few times because my cat really likes it.
Here, this is a
So
better
I
demonstration.
have to keep him. Oh yes, I saw that. Wait, can I see the bottom? Like, how does it? Is it like a motorized like thingamabob?
Yeah, so Aaron, if you know, is friends with Tinkerbell and Alice in Wonderland at Disneyland, and they have
Cool.
these really cool one-offs. This is a Doctor Strange like magic ring, and what you
Oh,
can't see
cool.
is there's like LED lights that spin and do signs. So I just took it and mounted a bigger ninja star. So the ninja star, this is much bigger than the ones I make.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so
So it spins forever. I thought it was at first. I thought it was a fidget spinner that you put it on a fidget spinner.
could work. I originally like wanted to rig it up manually, but then this automatic motor made it 1,000%
Oh
easier, and
yeah,
then now it became like a pet, like ooh doo boo boos, like that
yeah,
thing.
yeah. That's awesome.
So it's fun. It was fun.
Yeah,
We have
yeah,
fun.
it was all planned, Amy loves that we left and came back at the same time. We've choreographed this whole live stream.
Did that happen?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So this is my first flat done.
Yeah, I just got one more horn to sew on, and then the body takes like no time to make. So I really do
Are you
need
no sewing? Or are you sewing?
so I call this attaching. Uh, because when it's only two pieces that go on, it's like not even sewing. But I mean, I guess I
That
don't
does
really
feel
know
like
because I don't
sewing,
even
Louis.
need what?
That does feel like sewing.
That feels like sewing. Well, here's the big difference in my mind. In my mind, if I can do all the sewing with a crochet hook and not a needle, I think that it counts as attaching,
Fair.
not sewing. So I'm cool with
That's
it.
fair. Okay. I'll give you that. I can I be honest though.
Uh huh.
I love my darning needle. I have that red one that's like crooked. It's like anodized red and it's like
Yeah,
crooked a little bit.
one of
Dude,
these
that's like
ones.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I love using it. I love bringing it out. There's something really cool with it.
And you have been able to keep it and not lose a million of them in your couch because I have
No,
millions of them.
I love the proverbial one of
Yeah.
that exists in many bags.
Yeah. Yeah. I have so many of those. We moved from San Francisco and I found 15 needles in the couch. I was like, ay, ay, ay.
Man,
That's a
I say
lot.
that like, we're so lucky my dog isn't like a vacuum.
Oh
Like
my gosh. Yeah.
she
You'd
doesn't
be in
touch
and
yarn.
out.
She doesn't care about yarn, and thank goodness, because that would be such a problem.
Yeah, that would be really hard. When I went to get my cat Jimbo, he was oh my gosh, he's sleeping in this little box right now. It's really cute. Anyhow, he I went and I said, I need to get a cat that doesn't have too long of fur and a cat that doesn't play with yarn too much. And he's
The opposite.
exactly the opposite of that. But he came right up to my lap and was just the sweetest boy. And I was like, okay, well, never mind. I take back everything I said. You're perfect.
Yeah, I said to Aaron, I was like, before we got Kaya, our dog, it was like, listen, we're not going to anthropomorphize her, and there's going to be no hyperbole. So, like, she's not the best ever. She's not like our little child. And man, the first night,
Yeah. Yep.
she was the smartest dog that ever existed, and our little baby, and yada, yada, yada.
I
But
will
I love
say
it.
Kaya is extremely cute. Like a 10 everybody who's watching the stream right now, after the stream or during, go check out Steven's check out at Brochet, but also at don't you have an Instagram specifically for your dog?
I would do. Yeah, Kaya catch up. Yeah.
Yeah, Kaya Ketchup. It is seriously one of the cutest dogs you're ever gonna see. It's crazy the cutest puppy.
Thank you. She is pretty pretty. The thing about her is she's like a mutt. She's literally a Mexican street rat.
She
She was
looks
found.
like she's her own species forever now though. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What?
I wish I'm live streaming on my phone, so I can't show you a picture. But yeah,
Yeah, I know.
she's chilling somewhere.
Yeah, same. My cat's the same. I want to like pull the camera off and show you, but I also don't want to mess up the whole camera. And this room, outside of this view right now, it is chaos in here.
I get it. I get it. We are hopefully looking to upgrade soon to like a bigger place because of like I need my own. I completely need my own office. That was the thing. I had
Yeah.
my own office and we downgraded. Now it's like we need it again. I will say I am very excited between all of this. Like we always joke, Aaron and I always joke when we you move in together and you gotta like figure out
Yeah, the
what your
puzzle.
style is. And like I worked in kids comedy and like TV for so long, so like literally just cartoons and Nickelodeon figurines and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't think she was that about it. And poor Erin, you
That's
look at
so
our house
funny.
now is just surrounded by just like colorful Lego and yarn, and she's a trooper. But
Yeah,
the office will be cool.
that is we are in the very similar boat. We moved down here and um we got fortunate that my friend had an extra home that he could rent out to us. But now we feel like, uh-oh, we can't move anywhere because how are we gonna downgrade this? Like, it's not possible. We both work from home and we like can't afford anything anywhere, like let alone in California. And
Yeah,
it
the
just
idea of
feels
buying is a fleeting mistress. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
it's really hard to build a house on yarn, turns out.
I will say though, it's surprisingly hopeful though.
Yeah,
You
I
know what I
will.
mean? Like it yarn has revitalized like my optimism about like the future and being creative and being and
Sure.
sustaining yourself as an artist, like and
Yeah.
kind of like reminding yourself that like reminding I know you kind of made a joke and I'm making it a big soapbox thing, but like but also like reminding yourself that like, oh, it's like there's so many different mediums to be able to kind of express yourself.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's very cool.
Yeah, I do agree. It is, and it's a whole new world. Like, when I first started crocheting for a living in or when I first decided like, okay, this is something I want to start doing. I mean, this is like 18 years ago now. But I was
Sure.
in high school and uh I did a like an event and I sold beanies there and I made like 2,000 bucks in one day.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, I'm not working at my donut shop anymore. Like, I just want to do this all the time. And so I just sat in class every day, all day, crocheting. Do you wish you found crocheting sooner?
Dang. Um, I don't know, man. I think about that like no, because like then it would I'm so I say this now because like I'm also like really stoked and happy about like where my life is right now, right? But
Sure,
like
yeah.
no, because exactly what happened to me in the last 15 years led me to be exactly where I'm at today. And
Agreed.
but like
Yeah,
but like that's a luxury to be able to say that, right? Um
sure.
I've always been drawn to like crafting things with my hands. So before crocheting, it was like like hyper fixated on like modeling clay, whittling, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Um, no, actually, no, no. I think it's this perfect timed alignment of stars where like this hobby and craft and passion kind of found me in this perfect time of me feeling pent up as an artist,
Mhm.
uh, kind of depressed as a person just because of the, like not being able to express yourself. So I think if it wasn't like for like all of these stars aligning at the right time, I don't think I would have, you know, made a ninja star and decided to shoot a sketch with my buddy, you know?
Yeah, totally.
So I would have fallen in love with crochet regardless, but I'm happy about it how exactly it found me, you know?
Have you, since starting getting really into crochet, have you started to, dive into other crafts as well? Like that
I
you maybe wouldn't have before?
if anything, I'm going back to doing more crafty stuff, right? Like
Yeah,
I'm pulling out my moldable foam clay. I'm pulling, you know what I mean? I'm
yeah,
grabbing my bendable wires that I haven't used in 5 or 6 years.
for sure.
So yes, but I think maybe the for me the more correct statement to for myself in that regard is like it's opened up just more crafting in general for me.
Yeah,
But I've also always done it, you know, like even before I was like writing professionally TV, you know, I was writing sketch and producing things for like YouTube, you know, as a kid making that kind of stuff. And I was, you know, learning like you can go check it out as a I wrote and did a few things for like College Humor for a while. I don't know if you knew this, Louis, but go check out Dentalville. It's on YouTube. I wrote it, I directed it, I produced it, I edited it, the whole shebang. But I learned how to like sew to make the tooth costume. I made the toothbrush. I literally took white plastic spoons, melted them down to make fake dentures, and then ordered from like an orthodontic website to like create like false braces for my
oh my
buddy.
gosh.
Um, but like, so I've always been really interested in this stuff. And
Yeah,
again, now I'm now I'm like crocheting props, things I've always kind of done, but now it's like focused on yarn, which is also like such a wonderful premise. You know what I mean? I think it's like such a fun, silly kind of game to play.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I started I started trying some other new crafts with Lava Run because I'm offering other
Oh, fun.
kinds of kits that come with the game. So there's going to be a needle felting kit, a clay kit, like a building blocks like Lego kit. But I
Cool.
started doing needle felting because of that, and I've been making these little like needle felted dinos, and
Dude, that looks great.
it is so much fun to needle felt. It is like, where's the other one?
So
Here's
I've
the
totally been looking into needle
Cirgops.
felting. Looks so much fun. I also like the idea of felting into clothes, like into denim jackets and things.
Oh yeah, dude, needle felting onto crochet is way cool. But look at how it was
Yeah,
just I didn't really realize. I mean, I knew you could. I mean, I've needle felted
that looks
before
great.
onto things pretty often, but I've never really made like a physical, like sculpture out of needle felting. And there was something so relaxing
That looks
about it
great.
that I've just never. It was really cool. And then just knowing that, like, getting it started and then going like, "Oh my gosh, this needs to be as part of the kit." Like, what a fun alternative option for this game. And then, that just kind of like started me down a rabbit hole of different kinds of things. So then I started playing with clay again for the first time in like 15 years. And I've just been making so many dinos out of just millions of stuff. I want to start doing origami next. It's like a great opportunity to try out crafts that I haven't really done in a long time because since
That's
crocheting's
cool.
become my job, like crafting other things, my hobby hole, I need more hobbies to throw into that. So it's been really fun to just explore new hobbies with this too.
That's not tufting. Like so Clover sent me, but it's like a single tufting needle.
Yeah.
I've those like tufting guns. Actually, speaking of, so that's something I've been kind of wanting to like try. Have you seen? There
Like
are
the
these
rugs.
artists that yeah, they do these tufting rugs,
Yeah.
but they texture them. So
Didn't
have you
they
seen
make
the
you one?
beautiful? What'd you say?
Didn't you just get a brochet rug?
I'm gonna show you in 1 second,
It's so
uh,
cool.
but the art one, the art ones are beautiful. It's like geometric shaping, and they shape out the separate colors, and like you can really create really beautiful textures with it. Okay, okay, I'll show you. So I don't know what if he has any presence on YouTube, but his name is Atomic Crafts on Instagram and TikTok. Was a fan and sent me this.
Yo, that is so cool. That is so cool. That
Dude,
is so
isn't
sick.
that so awesome?
Yeah.
I mean, it's so rad. I'm the only issue now I have with it is like I don't want it on the floor. I got to hang it on the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, totally. I'd want people to
Um,
see it.
with that said, I've gotten some sweet. Can I show you a couple amazing things I've gotten?
Yeah,
I
for
have them
sure.
close. Okay, so I've also a buddy of mine, Nomad on TikTok, literally made me a mammoth tusk
Oh,
crochet hook.
yes. Dude, let me see
Yeah.
this because you were talking about this the other week, and I was like, what? I think you're the
Uh,
only person in the world that owns a mammoth tusk crochet hook now.
I believe I have to be right.
Like, who else would? I mean, maybe there's like an Inuit that has a mammoth tusk
Sure.
one from like their great grandfathers and like that. But
Actually, that's actually a good. There's so one of the series I actually really want to do is brochet through history, and here's the thing: I don't necessarily subscribe to like the gender of of crochet or really any kind of
sure,
pastime. I think it's we're past that, but let's say we want to dive into those trenches for a hot second. I think there's so many really cool examples of crocheting being like Vikings crocheted,
yeah,
like what is chainmail, or the idea that like Marcus Aurelius, like a Roman emperor, thought crocheting was like a great way for like for a man to find hyper focus, things like that.
yeah.
Um, with that said, on that point, I bet you we can go through history and find some really awesome examples of like primitive knitting and crocheting wear, like tech. You know,
Yeah.
you have an ivory one, Zoe. Okay, so I technically have an ivory one, but it's a mammoth.
That is so crazy. I would be
I
so afraid
know.
to use that. I'd be
I'm not.
like,
I mean,
I don't wanna hurt it. I mean, I'm sure it's very difficult to accidentally break, but I don't know, it feels like gold, you
It's
know?
pretty radical. I mean, so it's he told me it's a little bit porous, so it's not as, like, slippery, slidey as, like, a plastic or a metal hook,
Uh-huh.
but he's like, "Dude, you could totally sand it." I haven't yet, I would sand it, but, like, dude, it's art. I'm not gonna
Yeah, I wouldn't
it's
mess with it.
measured I am so, Clover for me, Clover USA sponsors one particular series for me. So I do something called Brochet 101, which is like infotainment, right? It's like Crochet 101, but like really kind of joke heavy and kind of aimed at kiddos. Um, but so point is, they're sponsoring that video. They're not sponsoring me or paying me to say that I'm a Clover bro. I love Clover hooks. That's like my main hook. It's always been. And I sent my buddy pictures, like scale pictures next to a dollar bill of like a 5 millimeter clover.
Yeah,
So this is actually I took pincers to it. It's a 6.5, but it's a
yeah,
6.5 millimeter.
yeah. So cool, dude. It's like it's just sick. You need to crochet a mammoth with a mammoth tusk crochet hook.
Dang it!
I think you have
Dang
to,
it!
dude. There's a bunch of mammoths out there too. Like I know there's this one artist that I've really liked recently that just made this adorable amigurumi mammoth that's not even that like complicated. Just make sure to make it with like a big yarn so you don't and break your crochet hook. But
No, yeah, I would roll. I would roll with some sort of posh or blanket, probably.
yeah.
With that said, ooh, if you are looking, you know who does some sweet snail patterns? Twisted Hatter. So
Oh yeah,
anybody knows.
Twisted Hatter. Twisted Hatter makes some sweet everything patterns.
That's where I got. So she's a friend. That's where I collabed with her. I mean, she let me test out her chainsaw pattern. Have you seen this?
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I saw because Drew also has like a rainbow version of it, I think, that he
Yeah,
made.
he tested it. He tested it as well. I one, if you guys don't follow any of my stuff, that's okay. You don't have to. No pressure. Live your life. But one of the series I do are like test it videos where like I test out ninja stars and cut my friend's hands off. Um, so we did a collab where I tested out her chainsaw. Yeah, so this is like pretty much hers, the pattern to a T. I made the saw blade a little longer.
Yeah, so how long did that take you?
It's always tough to tell, dude, because I usually crochet through lives, right? So like it's sporadic of me talking and then jumping
Mm,
back into it.
yeah.
I would say she thinks I don't agree with her. She thinks this is like a 2 hour, 2.5 hour build. I think she said that like 4 hours.
I mean,
I think it's a
maybe if
six.
you're like going crazy, yeah.
I will say this. It is challenging, approachable, like it's like intermediate. It's a lot of fun, and she writes one hell of a pattern. Like it, and it's really affordable. Like it's a $6 pattern for this,
Yeah.
and it's
That's
like
a
very
big pattern.
detailed, super
Yeah.
detailed. I had a really good time making it. This was the first pattern I've ever. This was the first and only pattern I've ever followed. The only other pattern I'm following ever right now is my dinosaur sweater because I'm learning like tapestry. I'm learning like
Oh
graphic
yeah,
and
are
stuff.
you so whose pattern is that? Someone asked, is it make it by made by something? Make
That's
by
exactly what it is. Actually,
Yeah.
whoever said that, that is exactly what it is.
Yeah,
I
Zoe had
found
said
them
it.
on YouTube.
Yeah, what's her name? Oh, hold on, I just had it up. Made by or make by
I bought it
yeah,
too. So also, I'm kind of happy. That was the first time I've ever like. So they. I didn't reach out to them. They don't. I don't know if they know who I am or anything. And I just bought
yeah,
it. Just purchased it, and I'm gonna make it. So I think it's gonna be a lot of fun to be able to just kind of like tag them blindly.
yeah. Yeah, they're on
And
they're all on YouTube too, like big time on YouTube.
I'm sure. I'm
Um
sure
yeah, made in the moment. That's their
that's
yeah, they go by M.
got it. So I that was so that because in making this actually, so I wanted to find a whole bunch of ideas for again. I don't know, and they even bring it up in their video too. I don't like the idea like it's a man shirt, it's a woman shirt. I think, but I do think like I like to. There's like masculine fits and feminine fits, right?
Yeah.
And for me, generally, I don't like to go like super crazy masculine. I think that looks like it looks odd on me, but I like to go in the middle. So like I started looking up their videos, and they directed me to a couple more videos, and so on and so forth. But yeah, that dinosaur sweater I'm very excited about making.
Yeah, I really, really need to get into. Jules has been my partner's been making
Their name is M. Got it. Thanks, Zoe. Or
um
Zoe.
Jules has started designing some crochet clothes. My partner's a knitwear designer mostly.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and she started to do some crochet designs this last, like, ever since the wedding basically. She's like, "Oh, you know what? I'm going to get into crochet designs now." And they are so freaking cool, and I really need to try crocheting one of her patterns, because because she needs someone to test them out, but also just because I need to make something wearable for like
I'm
the first
telling
time
you,
ever.
it's wild. I get that like I get that some people, from my understanding, like there's camps, some amigurumi camps and some wearable camps, but
Sure.
it's so fun to do both. And I will say, like, wearables is like a different type of thing. I feel like I'm a sophisticated bro.
Yeah.
It's like, look at me. This is the first time I actually get to conventionally benefit from knowing how to crochet in my life. Right?
Sure. Right.
I
Right.
I wore this out. I wore this out, and within the walk to go get ice cream, the ice cream shop, Louis.
Yeah.
Uh, two people complimented me. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. I used to do a lot of beanies, and that was like, oh, cool. Like I would get compliments every now and then for my hats and beanies, because I would make like weird hats. But I really like I got complimented on something that was crocheted wearable, but it was the shirt that Jules made, and I felt so like, yeah, my fiance made it, but also like I crochet. They're like,
But
well,
me
have you made
too. But
anything?
me too.
Yeah, yeah, but also I make things too.
Um,
Cool. One
that's
real
funny.
quick, Zoe has a pigeon update. So basically, Zoe comes in every live stream and gives us an update on these baby pigeons that are in her like backyard. She's been like helping raise these baby pigeons. It's very cute. And
I have a
the
running joke
update
that
is
baby
that
pigeons don't exist.
they're fully grown and spend the day away, only coming back for a drink occasionally. Oh, the little babies have flown the coop. Do you do you
Wow.
feel like an empty nester, Zoe?
Literally.
Yeah. Okay, let me get the blue yarn. I'm gonna get started on a wizard hat. I think I can do wizard hat pretty quick and easy.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so. You got to make it. You got to make it twisty, twisty, twiny, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can do that. The good thing is when it's this tiny, it's easy to like make things shape however you really want to, because it's so small.
Yeah. Metasol really wants you to make a bug pattern, Louis.
You know, bug patterns are coming very soon actually. I it is illegal in this house to make a pattern for a spider. I'm not allowed to do that. So
Wool
I'll have to
spiders are
make.
so cute, though. Haven't you seen those really cute wool
Oh,
spiders?
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. But
I mean,
the 50% of this house very much does not like spiders. So I can't
this
crochet
is
spiders. But but we are going to be getting
trouble
really
in
big
paradise
into
already, Louis.
yeah. So we need to we're going to do snails and ladybugs and ants and stuff. Those are coming very soon. We're going to do a whole
The forest.
forest season, yeah, coming up really
Hey, can I?
soon.
Am I? Can I get in on that? The forest
Yeah,
thing.
I actually so this is actually a great time for me to announce it to my live stream too. Um I am going to be pushing back the forest season. We've got a plan in hand for how we're going to do it. But basically, with this whole with Lava Run and the wedding and everything, it's just I'm getting very overwhelmed and I'm getting very nervous about the fall season, and I don't want to mess this season up. So, what I'm doing instead is we're going to be doing for the next season, it's going to be a choose your own season. So you can either choose the holiday kit, one of our past kits. We have 7 of them now. So
Wow.
people will be able to choose whatever kit they want for that season, and then forest enter the fiber forest will start in January. So I'll hit you up all about it. But yeah, definitely looking for. We're going to be doing a lot of collaborations. I'm getting more into collaborations over the past few seasons have been really ramping up, and The forest season, we already got 3, but if you wanna get in on it, I'll come by and we'll chat about it. Yeah, because I
Yeah, that
definitely
might be
wanna
fun.
start getting into more collaborations with those.
I might want to. I don't know why. Now I'm feeling like an entire like Fern Gully lore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
You know,
I'm
like
definitely
snail
doing
wizards.
gnomes. Yeah, Curious Papaya making a snail that I'm really excited to see.
I
Um,
like the snails, but now I want to like a whole like a slug town, and a whole
yeah,
lore.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, the goblins definitely are gonna be very present during that season too, I'm sure.
Fun.
Yeah, yeah, Cooper, I just basically like I kind of had a little mini panic attack about it last night or 2 nights ago. I was like, "Oh crap, I need to get prepared for this season. Oh no, wait, when am I going to do that?" Ah! And then just realizing, "You know what? Let's just take it just chill out. Like I'm
Yeah,
freaking myself out here. Like it doesn't need to be like this. Like this is not the point. It needs to be fun, it needs to be exciting and like I don't need to I'd rather make something really, really good than something rushed that's fine.
that's a great point. Do you? I mean, I kind of feel the same way, just in general, like with putting content out. To be honest, I feel like there's this like missing the trees for the forest or the forest for the trees, whatever the saying is. But
Mhm.
it's like people are so focused on like output, they don't
Yeah.
realize like you don't realize that sometimes that's not the point.
Yeah, yeah, especially I think that TikTok kinda changed the game in that sense of just, like, feeling like, "Okay, keep going." It's more about quantity over quality. YouTube is flipped for me. I don't know, all the algorithms are, like, trying to fight each other, and they're all trying to be, like, the same thing, and it just drives me a little crazy because it's just really difficult to be like, "Okay, yeah, I'm gonna make content that's for both, and it's gonna do well on both," but that's just not it just doesn't really work that way.
I'm starting to realize that at the end of the day, like it's I think it's about fundamentals. Like I think it's about like
Yeah.
the community that you build together, that you grow together with, like you know what I mean. They follow. You know what I mean. They follow you
Yeah.
to where you go. I think. You know.
Yeah, and just spending the time making something really that you are proud of rather than just continuously posting over and over again is
Yeah.
I just think it's first off, it's more sustainable, it's more fun, it's and you're just gonna be more proud of what you make, and it's not gonna be like even if you made like 50 things and one of them went crazy, crazy viral, but you made like you make like really high quality short like bits. If you did instead like little tiny ones, but you just did every single day, yeah, like I'm sure some of them would do really well, but you wouldn't be able to look back at them and look at all these like this compilation of all your weapons and just be like, oh my gosh, look at this amazing like thing I've built over a series of time.
Well, thanks, dude. And that's for sure the goal. I also think like I know TikTok does. Instagram and YouTube is definitely a little bit different because I think like you can go back on somebody's grid and look at it, like there's a
Yeah.
little bit of curation there. But yeah, it's this whole idea like nobody counts strikes. I do think though, like getting putting out a video that has any sort of traction, that gets enough engagement to have one person go to your page, if they don't see, a promise of a premise to keep on repeating it, I don't think there's any reason for anybody to follow.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, my I'm a little anal retentive about it, to be honest. I wish, like, I don't I don't need to just put a high effort things out all the time. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like sometimes I can just like, hey guys, check out this really cool shirt I made. I'm really excited about it. And I haven't grown, I don't know, the bravery or the courage, or like I haven't had like the ego death yet, right?
Sure.
To be able to just like be cool with that. I think I still feel like I need to have some sort of like pageantry to things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but with that said, I'm having a blast doing it. But I would never be able to do it like one a day. Like no way.
No, can you imagine like the there used to be like this big thing on YouTube about like daily vloggers and stuff. That just seems like the best way to get like uh, a disorder. Like I would totally burn out.
Well, I think it's 2 different things too. I think, we it's hard because it's the Wild West, like, this is j we're creating we are in the middle of creating an entire industry that's, like, as important you know what I mean? It is, like,
Yeah,
social media, however we feel about it, it's a new way we're ingesting content and ingesting entertainment. So, like, we're all figuring it out together, you know?
yeah.
But I do think, sorry, my point is I think it would be a lot different. You could stream 8 hours a day if you were just hopping on and, like, drinking coffee and saying what's up and you're being yourself and you're, like, gaming or crocheting 8 hours a day, just
Mhm,
chilling. But, like, that's a lot different than, like, having to create a curriculum. You know what I mean? Create
mhm.
some sort of, like, content rollout, all that kinda stuff. That's a lot different, and I don't think that can happen. You can't do that every day.
No, 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 no. I That's why I'm kind of stressing about this whole about I by the way, anybody in the chat, if you got a good name for this, because so September Asaurus, I don't know, where there's going to be a new dinosaur every Monday in September. It's going to be every Monday in September there's a new free dinosaur pattern, and every Friday there's a new paid
Oh,
membership
fun.
exclusive pattern. So it's going to be a lot of dinosaurs really fast, and I'm like, what do I call? How do I announce this? What do I call this? I don't know what to do with it.
Ooh. Ooh, okay, I got it. Well, not totally got it, but I got some of it. Okay, so you know how, like, it's the Jurassic era,
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah,
the Cretaceous era. I think it's an era. I think it's like a crochet era.
yeah.
Like, find a,
Yeah, the like how there's like the Paleolithic era and stuff like that. Like
yes.
the
Dino Days is
yeah,
fun, but Dino
Dino
Days
Days
kind of
were
feels like
September Stampede. Zoe always, not to put you on the spot, Zoe. If you don't come up with a good name, that's fine. But I will say Zoe has a really, really good track record of coming up with names. It's kind of
gotta
wild.
bring the heat, though. Gotta bring
Like
the heat.
the past like four live dinosaurs, I think maybe that's over exaggerating, but the past few dinos they've come up with some really incredible names for them. Like this Ankylosaurus that's supposed to look like cheese is called the Stankylosaurus because of Zoe. It's
Fun.
like, oh, of course, it was right there, and I was like, yeah, duh, of course, that's what its name is. There's no vote. We don't need a vote on this. This is what its name is. The Lava Run crowdfunding, yes, exactly. So, oh, it could be called Dino Run. The Dino. My idea, Cooper, is like that every Monday in September, like a dinosaur is like let loose or got out of its cage or something is like kind of the idea. But I don't know. We got a bit of a wizard hat going on here. It's looking wizardly. I think I can do it in front of the frill and it'll still look good. I just need to maybe make an cape or something for him too.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah. So we're just gonna add little stars to it. I think I'm gonna try to keep it pretty simple today. Paleo
Paleo
patterns.
patterns is fun.
Yeah, that could work for sure. Um, yeah, I'm so excited for you to try out Lava Run. I really hope you enjoy it. I mean, obviously, I'm spending a lot of time on it, but uh, yeah, I hope we get a chance to play it together soon too. That'd be cool.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, for sure. I'm excited. Obviously, I want to talk. You and I are gonna sit down and have a chat beforehand, but
Yeah.
I'm excited to sit down with Erin and play. And she's such a fun trooper with so many things like this, so it'll be a blast. And I know you said you hope it works out for her to crochet something, but I'm kind of hoping it doesn't work out. I think it'd be pretty funny. Uh, I know that inherently is like, well, it doesn't mean that your thing isn't easy to follow. It just means that
Sure,
she's not good at it. You know what I mean?
sure, sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I did have a TikToker. I sent a copy of the game to someone on TikTok, and with it, I sent the crochet kit, and I was like, "Hey, if you want to try crocheting it," and they were like, "So I just spent like 3 hours trying to crochet this. I can't do it. I can't do it." And they were like, "I was like, it's fine. It's totally cool. That's why I sent you some crochet dinos with it. Like, it's all good, dude." He was like, "I'm so
So,
sorry. I thought I could do it." He's like, "I'm
uh,
a computer engineer, so I thought I could do this, but I can't stay focused." And I was like, it's all good, man. It's not for everybody.
I feel every once in a while I'll get that like, hey man, I tried a few times and I just can't get it. And I kind of feel like I failed. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's like
yeah.
how, but it's a learning curve, I suppose. You know what I mean?
But yeah, and it's also like I think it's I have a lot of people that ask like, "Oh, can my kid learn how to crochet with this kit?" And I'm always like, "Yes, but like they're the right age, but it's not really about age. It's about patience. If you can sit in front of something and like really learn how to do something and not like give up right away, then your kid can do this. But
And
like
dexterity. I think, yeah,
there's a
but
and
patience too.
dexterity, yeah, dexterity, that's why like the age starts at a certain age because of dexterity. But after
Sure,
that,
you're right.
if you have the dexterity, it's not it all comes down to patience after that. It's like if you can't like I know a lot of adults that do not have the patience to sit down and learn how to crochet anymore just because like they got other things going on and they don't want to deal with it and it just it's
Sure.
hard. It's hard to keep focused for on a specific project for a long time, especially if you're not seeing progress like right away, which you're not. I mean, you're going to see progress relatively quick with crochet compared to other ones, other arts, but
Depending
it
on what you choose, for sure.
yeah,
I agree. I actually think that's kind of the weird thing about it. I'm almost happy I didn't learn in a conventional classical way because I
yeah,
kind of feel like the idea of making a granny square or a swatch to kind of learn and then build up to a larger thing, like it almost feels like at least the way that I learned stuff, like it discouraged me,
yeah.
from wanting to go to it. And if I wasn't like if I didn't have like the picture of the result I wanted, like if I didn't see the picture of that beanie that I was gonna make, I don't know if I would have had the like motivation to make it.
Yeah, I that's why I really encourage newbie crocheters to like not make a large item because it's it is so debilitating even as someone that like crochets all the time to make something
Dude.
all the way through and then mess up and then be like, "Wow, I'm not ever going to do this again." Like that's crazy, you know?
If I would have tried to do this like 3 months ago, I would have gone completely different. I
Yeah.
think I think it's also like the experience comes like also with like just like moving past the discouragement. There were
Yeah.
so many times it's like, oh, this is not looking like the way I want it to look, and I would
Yeah.
have completely have given up. Through earlier in the process, but like now that yeah, sticking it through.
Yeah. Yeah, you just need to like be patient with it, with all of it. All right, so we got a hat sewn on. I'm gonna add some like little stars to it, and then I'll start on a cape next.
I think I'm
Um,
keeping up with you, Louis.
yeah, you're doing great. Yeah, you need to
I
make
think I
a
am.
next time. You need to make a triceratops though.
I know. I want my first time to make one though to be for the video.
You need it. You want your first time to be special. I get it.
It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be so funny to see me crochet something alongside Aaron. It's just, I promise you, it's gonna be good content, folks.
That's good. That's great. Sunshine is a like a super long time fan. Thank you for joining Sunshine. Sunshine's actually one of the first people to play Lava Run. They
Oh,
actually
sweet,
crocheted
sunshine.
their own board for the game, which is really cool. And they
Dang.
said that their child just learned how to crochet using my 101 series. That's awesome. Thank you
Hey, I
for
love
letting me
that.
know.
Good
I
for
think I'm just gonna
you. That's awesome.
embroider X's for the stars on the hat.
I
Keep
like
it
that
pretty
idea.
simple, you know.
I also like the different textures. I think that's smart.
You know, I think we need to
I
make
think
a wand from too, though, or staff of some sort.
so. Do you think this is cheating? So, what I would do then, if I was doing a staff for a little thing like that, I would just get like a chopstick or a pencil and hot glue and wrap.
Yeah, I don't
I
like
actually
using
like
hot
that.
glue, but I do that kind of technique pretty often where I usually just wrap it in. I'll like start the yarn. I usually do it like this, where I'll like start the yarn wrapped on and then start wrapping around the yarn itself to keep it in and then weave the yarn back in so I don't have to use any hot glue. Just because
Like
I
a
have like
noose
this,
tie.
yeah, I have like the adverse reaction to using hot glue that is I do need to get over it, but I, I don't because I don't like to plug anything in or include anything that's not yarn if I can avoid it, but
Oh, okay.
sometimes you can't avoid it.
See, I actually I kind of like it.
Yeah,
It's fun. It makes it feel like a bigger craft to me. But that's also
totally.
different too. I think like so for instance, so I'm working on my book now. Hopefully, not hopefully, it will get published and printed early next year. But some of the bigger things are going to be like a cannon, like a guillotine, like a full set of armor. And
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do that without
No, you need to
kind
you
of
can't just sew that together. That's gonna be like a whole it just won't keep its structure.
chicken wire. It's going to be almost like cosplay building. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be
Which I'm
wild.
excited
Where the
about.
heck are you gonna get like a storage unit for this stuff?
Um. Yeah. Maybe. I
I
don't know. We'll
think you're
figure
gonna
it out.
have to, dude.
But the
You're gonna
cool
have
thing is, I
some
can also, yeah, I know it's getting pretty ridiculous. I think I might start auctioning some things too. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Doing some like
Yeah.
fun subscriber giveaways. Again, like I'm not trying to like I'm not trying to get rich off anything, but I do love like community driven things and things
Yeah.
that could help me sustain as an artist. Why
Yeah,
not?
totally. I don't I like I have so many little crochet things that I also need to do that with, but I have such a hard time letting things go, especially if it's like the only one that I have. And I'm like, I'm never
Sure.
gonna make this again. It is so hard for me to go like, okay, fine, bye.
Dude, I completely agree. I have like an old crumpled wrapper of Good Burger. Just sit like you know what I mean, like things that like I'll never give away because like
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
just take them from set and stuff. But like, I mean, but at the end of the day, you know,
yeah.
I
I
don't need
yeah.
it. Like, but where my head's at too, though. So I'm also so with this book, I'm writing the pattern. I'm writing short stories within it, right? Which are like
Uh
kind of
huh.
small anecdotes and fun things. And then in that too, I'm also in charge of all of the art and the photos and the photography. So what I'm gonna end
Wow.
up doing is working smarter, not harder in it, right? And I'm gonna
Hmm.
like, once I make one staff handle, that's the staff handle for the axe, that's the staff handle for the spear, that's the staff handle for the trident. I can kind of
Yeah,
like kill birds with stones. You know what I mean?
yeah. I get that for sure. You gotta tag team some work if you want things to actually happen.
It's the same thing. Like so, even like with this lightsaber video, right? Like in that lightsaber video that I have, that's a minute long video, but within it, there's 4 different 10-second videos I could probably repurpose. And like thinking about it, I should start aiming for like that kind of thing than to
Yeah,
make,
using all
you
the
know,
buffalo.
yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. I do that kind of stuff all the time. What is your favorite pattern? Asks Marisol. Oh, I think we're both gonna have definitely different responses there. Let's see. What's your favorite pattern that you've made so far?
That's hard because it's usually the last thing I've made. It's like the last
Yeah,
thing I made, what I'm super excited about.
yeah,
Like
totally.
really, that really is what it is. But I will say, I keep on going back to this one over and over. Hold on, sorry, folks. By the way, this is a heart through an arrow. So you know.
Oh, yeah. It's not. Wait, it's
This.
not an arrow through a heart. It's a heart through an arrow.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
Yeah,
That's right. I threw the arrow at the or threw the heart at the arrow.
yeah. Wow, so impressive.
Uh, so I think this one probably is probably my favorite thing.
Yeah,
It just feels like quintessentially Looney Tunes. It like
yeah,
literally feels like I'm holding a cartoon in my hand, and there's something really cool about that.
yeah. Totally.
Um,
I totally
but
get
like the
that.
nunchucks, I love the nunchucks are a lot of fun. The apple is cool. The kunai is a lot of fun. I think the weird thing by far the most popular video not by far, but the most popular video is actually just the ninja sword. Um,
Ninja
yeah,
sword.
yeah. Let's see.
Oh
But
yes, I was just holding it up for the.
oh,
You can
that
see
looks great.
I got a hat going. I think a cape is the right way to right like
Or
end
like a
part of this.
robe. Is a robe too much of an ask?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not too much of an ask. I just think it's going to be really, really chunky on them. So I think
Fair.
like unless I use like a super duper thin yarn, which I'm not gonna do. I don't know how to make a robe. Like, I just don't know how to make something on the bottom of him go and then not, like, have it, like, sit all wonky or weird. So, I think I'm gonna try to do, like a cape robe, quote, unquote. I
I
don't
think
know.
it's a good idea. Just thinking out loud, I'm not pushing it. I think you know what you're doing here, but maybe the sleeves would be like one row. You know what I mean? Like one
Yeah.
single crochet row. You know,
Yeah, I
or
just
something past that.
because the feet are just bobble stitches, I just don't know. Like, the robe will go way above. I mean, just using the yarn that I'm currently using. If I used a better yarn, a different yarn for this, it'd probably work, but I
Louis,
don't
you
wanna
live
get
your
up.
life. We talked about this last time we were having coffee. As now someone who like is a working crocheter who makes my stuff and has ideas of things. When people like pitch you ideas, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's that moment, even between peers, right? There's that
Yeah.
moment of like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Excuse me? What's
I know,
that?
I
What's
know.
your idea?
I sent you a text, I think at like 3:30 AM, when like I was going to see Wolverine and I was like, "Yo, you got to make Wolverine claws." And then I realized I sent that. I was like, "You know what? It's already too late." Like the movie's
I've
out and it's already too late.
I've been holding resentment for that. Thank you for apologizing finally. No, no, no. I don't even remember. No, there is totally something different from someone like you. I know you know how much work it is.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean. There's like this different
Yeah.
thing, but even so, it's like you do know I have like the next 6 months planned, right? Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean. It's like that kind of thing. Like you
Yeah,
do
totally.
know,
Yeah,
you know.
it's just so hard cuz I mean, I get those all the time. Like I need, someone's like, "Oh, your next season should be this." And I'll be like, "I'll try. I'll try."
Like I've been obsessing over what my next season is for the last 3 months. I
Yeah.
don't, um,
Like
dude. By the way, I actually do think I've been so I've been a toxic fanboy when it comes to not Deadpool. I love Deadpool, but when it comes to like Ryan Reynolds,
yeah.
um, I'm just every time I open my phone up or any screen, he's there.
Mhm.
But I've come around, so I've made a Deadpool mask. I have it, but so I do like the Brochet 101 series. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is a Deadpool mask.
Whoa, that's a big one-on-one thing to do. I mean,
Well,
let's
hear me
see,
out.
we did a the last one was a lightsaber, right? Which was a relatively simple crochet. It was just like a big tube.
So hear me out. So this is a great conversation to have. So I'm totally open. I'm open for feedback on this completely. My goal with the Brochet 101 series is I obviously want to have, because here's the thing. I think in the learning process of crochet, especially if I'm a little boy, I want a toy at the end of it. Like I want a
Sure.
result oriented thing and I want it to be super radical, right? So like
Yeah.
instead of a swatch, there's an easy adjustment to do a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle mask, right? Like it
Yeah,
really
totally.
is in my eyes, right? Like instead of learning how to make a beanie, you can learn how to make a lightsaber. Like in my head, that really is the check and balance there. So with the balaclava, so if I break it up into 2 episodes, a balaclava, I've already taught you increases, I've already taught you the magic circle,
Mhm.
I'm teaching you a double crochet stitch. That's it. And then I'm teaching you how, and then all I'm doing is reminding you to keep track of your count
Yeah.
as you go down the line. So I actually think, and I've already taught you with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle mask how to chain 6 or 7 for eye holes,
Yeah.
right? So like in theory, you know everything you need to know right now to make a balaclava.
Yeah.
Like think about that. Like that, I think even just the way to start, like, hey, it sounds challenging, but guys, you already know the tools. I think
Yeah.
that's like a really cool thing.
That's very similar to how like my crocheting 101 series goes where every like it I mean, I start even more. It starts with like a chain to make like a friendship bracelet, and then it
Sure.
moves on to like a little bow because you already know how to make the chain. Now you're learning the single crochet, and then it keeps going up. But the last one is a beanie where you make a fancy thing in the for the brim of the beanie. Um, but
So
yeah, I totally get that.
I wish if I kind of shot myself in the foot a little bit. I partially wish that like 'cause part of me thinks Brochet 101 could be an entire episode. Hello, we're going to be learning about terms and just have a really fun episode where you're learning what SC means, what HDC means, and like
Yeah.
how it relates to a pattern. And you can make that fun and entertaining. The thing the reason why I'm realizing I pigeonhole myself is I do really like that rule though. At the end of each episode, it needs to be able to like excite the hell of it out of a third grader. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like each episode should be something that a kid runs to their grandma or parent to and is like, "Yo, let's make this." You know?
Mhm.
So it's a really, it's not a hard, but it's a challenging puzzle.
Yeah. Quick shout outs, I guess, to hi Sagon, hi Sketchy, hi Cooper. Thank you guys for joining. I sorry I haven't been as focused on the chat as normal, but obviously we're I'm busy. We're in the middle of making stuff. But we will be back to a quote unquote normal live stream next week where we'll be making more dinos, I'm sure. But yeah, just giving you that heads up. Um
I'm on my last point for the ninja star, by the way.
mhm. Hey, nice. You're basically done then.
Yeah, no, I'm basically done. It usually takes me maybe 20 minutes to jam one of these things out.
Yeah. The cape is coming together. I'm trying to make it a little bit wider. You can see how it's starting to like kind of
Oh yeah, no, that's
stuff
great.
around. Yeah.
What are you you're increasing right now?
I'm doing no, I did a line and I'm doing a variety of different stitches, so it's I did like half double crochets up, then single crochets, then slip stitches, and then I repeated that backwards. And then now I'm doing like I'm
Got
slowly
it.
getting the stitches more normal, and then at the end I'll bring it back down so it has kind of like a inward shape on both of the edges.
Interesting.
Oh, I
Got it.
didn't say my favorite pattern. Yeah, my favorite pattern
Oh
I
yeah.
also think that my favorite pattern does switch pretty often. I would say right now my favorite pattern is probably the raptor or the T-Rex pattern just because there's I put a lot into a no like this little thing is made with just like 100 and something stitches and there's no sewing and I came up with stitches to make it. So it's like it just feels like such an original idea and such an original not even just the idea is original, like the construction itself. I've never really made something quite like this. So I think that one's I always come back to that one as my favorite as like as far as design goes, but I think my favorite one to make consistently is the goblins because I'm obsessed with them and I just like to make them a lot.
I got one hanging on my fridge right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was like our first exchange. That's right.
Was actually our first exchange was you uh saying what's up as Aaron and I were having drinks
You know
out
what? It
front.
is so I cannot
Not wild.
express enough how crazy it was that I ran into you like that because
Agreed.
literally I had an email that was written to you right before that. I was like writing an email. I was like, you know what? I'll reach out to this guy later. I got to get to class and stuff like that. And then I was like, whoa, this is crazy. I was literally just writing you an email, and
Yeah.
it was just such a funny way to walk up because I've had people walk up to me the exact same way that I walked up to you, and I was like, I will give you a caveat. I'm not just like a fanboy. Like I got like a whole channel, blah blah blah, and
It
it
was
just
it, dude, it
changed
was
really quick.
awesome. I mean, whatever your approach was great, you know. It was actually the first time, well the second. So it was the first time like that I had been recognized out in like public. I had gotten recognized like at Joann's.
Yeah,
Actually, ironically, a week before that, like literally with a whole bunch of red yarn in my hand, and it was really
that's
embarrassing.
so funny.
Um,
Wow,
it was really
caught
embarrassing,
handed.
literally. But yeah, dude, that was such a wild kismet, serendipity.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna need to take a break. You're gonna take the reins of of the live stream for a second because I gotta go bathroom real bad. But I'll be right
Sweet.
back.
Good, guys. I'm going to tell you all about my politics. I'm
Yeah,
joking.
yeah.
Don't
Get me
worry.
canceled. Yeah.
I'm just joking. Don't worry. Don't worry, guys. I run a family friendly platform here. We know how to do things. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Louie Loops. Welcome to Club Crochet. We're doing things a little different today. How's it going? What's everybody up to? How's everybody's Friday? I don't know if that's a monster on top of that chimney, Marisol. I have two cousins named Marisol. Hey, what's up, Bob and Craft? Nice to see you. You came over here. Appreciate it. Allure, you've been crocheting the Lorax. Is that what you're saying? That's pretty cool. I'm almost done with this this ninja star, by the way. You want to see it? Wow, Louis is looking a little different today. I know. He needs to get his sleep. All right, so check it out. I don't like the way that looks. Did I not sew the magic circle in? I think I did. Hold on, folks.
It's not true. Whatever you said, it's a lie. I swear.
Wait, he's back. You guys keep it down.
Everybody chill. Everybody chill.
Um, hold on. I'm just about to cut this end out. We're just about to see the reveal. I feel like I forgot to tie this magic circle and weave it in. We'll see. Ready?
Let's see it.
I just crocheted this sweet ninja star. Pretty cool, right?
You should throw it at me.
Ready?
Yeah, yeah. What
Oh,
the?
that's fun.
Yeah, I got to get that actually off the floor. Jimbo will rip that up. Literally every time I've had it on the floor, he's like, "It's out. Give me
I
it."
get it. I haven't made my dog a crochet toy yet. I have a fun idea for a video. I need to crochet like a little toy for it anyway, so I need to work on it.
It's really scary to crochet your dog something
Hey,
because it's like suddenly you're giving him free reign to like, hey, these are toys now.
that's kind of what I'm afraid of.
Yeah. One,
Yeah.
two.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. The Ninja Star is pretty sweet, huh? This is actually the first like thing I made on. I guess the lightsaber, but the lightsaber feels like pretty cookie cutter to make. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like,
You know, it's funny when I watched your explanation video, I was like, oh yeah, that is pretty cookie cutter to make. But upon first thought, it definitely does not. It looks like, oh wow, that's a big thing to crochet. But then
sure.
once you explained it, I was like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. It's just like a really long beanie. Yeah, I get that. It's the
And I
hilt
would
that I was like,
say
oh, how do you do that?
here's the thing that the only thing I'm kind of bummed about the so yeah, very cool. I like this. This is awesome. I also have like kunais and ninjas and swords and yada yada yada. Um, so my complaint, also a crochet boomerang, that's going to be in the book. I'm kind of excited about that.
That one's cool. Yeah.
Um, so the only bummer I have about crochet 101 is I can't be as like detailed and I can't like be as fancy as I want to be. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying?
Yeah.
Right. So like, there's not that much detail in Broby One Kenobi's lightsaber, but
Yeah.
that's Yoda's.
Yeah. I mean,
And you can.
yeah.
This one's detailed. This one's not like a beginner.
It's a little big for Yoda's, but
Oh, I get what you're saying. Well, no, because I'm Broda, so it needs
oh,
to
because
be
you're
like to
Broda.
scale. You know,
Yes, yes.
doing the
Oh my
ears.
gosh,
You'll see.
do you have a little have you ever made like little like Yoda ears and
Working
stuff
on
for
it.
it? Yeah.
Literally working on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's made to be, yeah, for sure.
The next lightsaber video, though, is going to be between Ryan Lamb and me, and it's going to be like the famous Anakin Obi-Wan
Yes.
scene.
You have I have the high ground kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like you are my bro.
You're
It's
Yeah, that's
teed
great.
up. It's teed up.
Do you have a Halloween costume prepped? What are you gonna do for Halloween?
Halloween has
This is your
taken a
first
different meaning
crochet
this year.
Halloween.
It'll be different. So yes, I'll show you the workings of it. Does anybody? Do you guys know what Army of Darkness is?
I don't know what that is.
I'm gonna be Ash from Army of
Oh,
Darkness.
yes, yes.
So
Okay,
that's
because
gonna be. I'm gonna put the chainsaw in my hand and then hold.
guys, look at this. There's his cape. He's got his cute little hat on. He looks like a little superhero, but a magic superhero. I'm just gonna go ahead and sew this on. I was gonna do stars on it, but I don't think it even needs stars. I mean, maybe it'd be
The
nice.
stars would look good. The like stitched stars would look pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, I'll do it.
It would look pretty cool. And then this is my boomstick.
Oh, sick. Wow. Wow. Are you making it so it even like pops open? That's sick. That's way cool. That's
Yeah,
way, way cool. That's gonna be
yeah.
a very unique. Yeah. How so do you have to like build that outside of it? Like did you build like a mechanisms first or did you just like let's do it?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let's do it. What I'm gonna end up doing is, so these are two wooden dowels, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect it to a center wooden dowel, and I'm gonna feed that through this. So it's just gonna be a
Yeah.
little hinge on there,
Yeah.
you know.
Perfect.
And then I'm gonna take some like darker gray and make a cap for it, and that's it. It's
Easy
literally it.
squeezy.
Easy
So
peasy.
does this mean that you're now gonna get into more like guns? Are you gonna keep making
No,
guns?
I will say this. So sort of no. My notes and my direction is Looney Tunes much more than Call of Duty. Does that make
Yes,
sense? So
totally. I
like
definitely get that. Yeah.
so yes, but no. So like cannons, a blunderbuss, a musket, like things that are
Yeah.
silly are awesome to me. When you get into the unironic modern warfare of it all, that suddenly like doesn't become fun for me. You
Yeah.
know?
I very much agree with that. Yeah, totally.
So that's kind of how I'm rolling with it, you know?
Mhm.
I'll show you one more thing. And then Louis, I might have to go pretty soon. I gotta feed my dog and live my life.
All good, dude.
But
I'm just gonna make this. I'm just gonna do these stars, and then I'm gonna finish this guy up, and I'll be back live again next week.
dude, I
By
love
the
that.
way,
That's actually perfect timing. I finish a ninja star and you finish a dino.
perfect.
Um,
It's perfect even. Yeah, I gotta
speaking
play.
of,
I gotta play a game with this guy next.
and
Uh
then so if you want to look at this, this
oh,
is like
nice. Yeah, with like the open
so,
cap version.
and then so the idea would be, I'm hunting wabbit, and then you cut to Ryan and some ears,
Yeah, with
things like that.
yeah, with some bunny ears, right? But or with bunny ears and a crocheted duck bill, and be like, I don't know.
Well, the bummer is, so here's the bummer. I really want to be Elmer Fudd. I really want to say I'm hunting wabbit, but the problem
Yeah,
is Elmer Fudd's the one who gets it, right? So
yeah.
if
I
you
was gonna
really
say
want to,
he's the loser. Yeah,
I need to be Bugs Bunny.
yeah.
Um, but the way for them to get it is for them to be Daffy.
Yeah. Yeah, you need a
You know?
third person. You need to do a Daffy, a Bugs, and an Elmer, and then
Yeah,
Elmer and Bugs, or Elmer and Daffy lose. I guess. I guess that's how it usually works with all
I
the
think
Chuck
that
Jones
is.
versions.
I think that is. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah,
Um, but anyway, it's all good fun.
all good fun. All good fun. Yeah, so I guess I'll see you sometime next week. Thank you for joining, Steven.
Thank you
I
for
will.
having me.
If
Hello.
you
Thank you,
guys,
everybody.
yeah, go ahead and give a shout out to all your handles too, because I think there's a decent amount of people here that don't. I know people can go and follow you on YouTube like right away by just I think clicking your name on the in the header right now.
That's my dog.
Ready
Sounds
to
tough.
kill, little
She's tough.
killer.
Okay, girl, get over here. You guys, thank you so much. You're wonderful hosts. My name's Steven. My handles are all derivatives of crochet. Kygo, shh, hold on one second, guys. Be quiet.
Go for it.
Kai, shh.
He's got to
So
kill that
yeah, so
mailman.
well,
Got
there's
to
like
do a
literally
murder.
somebody there now, like waiting, which is good. I'm not mad that she's barking when somebody's at the door. But yeah, check me out on TikTok, on IG, on Facebook, on YouTube. All crochet. Hold on, I'm gonna grab my dog.
No worries. Yeah, and we'll be doing. I'm sure we're going to be doing a bunch more collaborations soon. So keep a lookout on both of our channels for that. And yeah, and I'll give you all a little goodbye thing in a bit too. Once I finish this up, and I'll explain when my next streams are and stuff like that. So I'm not going anywhere
Awesome,
just
dude.
yet. Just Steven's ditching us. Look at this
You
pup,
can't speak.
guys. Look at how cute this pup is.
Oh, what's the matter? She's all mad someone's at the door.
And it's paint on the door has to stay open.
Oh, and hi, Aaron. I can hear you. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
All right, guys, I gotta go wrestle my dog.
All right. Thanks for joining, dude. See ya.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good one. You settle down. I got it. Bye, everybody.
Bye. All right. Well, that was fun. That was cool. All right, I still got a little bit more to do, so I'm just gonna be sticking around. I'm just gonna finish up. I'm doing some simple like just X's for my our little stars. I'm just trying to keep it really simple. It's looking a little bit messy, but it's kind of like maybe it's a messy wizard. I don't know. I don't know. I just figured, I was just kind of going with the flow. But that was fun. That was cool. I think these kind of streams are pretty fun. I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? Like if do you think I should keep doing these kind of interviews? Because I was gonna do the same thing with all of our collaborators for this season's um dinos. So I know we're gonna do, we're doing collabs with Sir Pearl Gray and Drewby Zoo and yeah, so I was just thinking this might be a pretty fun way to do streams in the future. It's also a lot easier of a setup, of course. But next time, next stream, next Friday, we're gonna definitely do a more traditional live stream where we'll crochet in the light box, and I'll show you guys. We'll make a dino together and kind of like get more feedback and suggestions. Just wanted something a little bit easier today. Coming back from the wedding and stuff. By the way, I didn't talk much about the wedding, but the wedding was awesome. Um, the wedding was way, way cool. Everything went perfectly. Everybody was like, get ready, something's gonna go wrong. Nothing went wrong. It was a perfect wedding. My wife looks beautiful. She's my wife now, so I can call her my wife. How exciting is that? Um, yeah, it was just so cool. We danced so hard. The kids, I think that was probably my favorite part of the wedding where we had kids at the wedding. And oh my gosh, there was my best friend's kid, Emerald was like the MVP for dancing throughout the wedding. It was so she was crazy. She danced from like literally danced from like 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Just straight dancing, no breaks. It was crazy to see. Like it was her first wedding, and then she just went crazy. Um, let's see what else was so great about the wedding. Just seeing all of my old friends. That was really nice. Having everybody close and dancing with my mom was really fun. Our first dance, Jules and I's first dance went great. People kept asking if we had done choreography for it, but we didn't. Um, uh, and it still worked out very like perfectly. So that's really cool that people thought I choreographed it. Like that we had planned it very in depthly, but we were just good dancers. And then same thing with my mom. My mom does not dance, straight up doesn't dance. So uh, it was very fun to have a first dance with our uh, mother son dance was a lot of fun. And yeah, it was just a wonderful day. 10 out of 10. Would do again. That'd be really yeah. It was great. It happened so fast though. Everybody kept saying, "Hey, your wedding's gonna happen so quick. It's gonna be there and then gone." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, sure." It was so fast. It was just like, "Oh, it's already over." I was very teary-eyed at the very end of it, just saying bye to everybody and yeah, but it was just a wonderful wedding. Wonderful wedding. All right, we're gonna attach our cape here, and I can show off our triceratops now in just a sec. Oh, we need names actually. I don't think I got any name suggestions for this. Um If you guys have any name suggestions, I guess let me know now in the chat or look for something. If this is a magician, it looks like it's probably like a magician, as in like a not doesn't actually know magic, but knows like magic tricks. like would be a magician at like in Vegas or something. Not even in Vegas. It looks like he'd be a magician like in on the streets in Vegas. Here, hold on. Let's show him off. And also new patterns coming out soon. I'm gonna try to get this Triceratops pattern out by uh can I do it by Monday? Is it supposed to be done by Monday? It is. We're gonna try to do it by Monday. I have a feeling the Stegosaurus is coming before the Triceratops, but we'll see if I can get it recorded and edited this weekend. Look at this little dude. The nose looks a little wonky. Let's kind of fix that a little bit. Fix the horns. I'm gonna kind of just make the horns like kind of angled outwards, but not too shabby for a stream when I was barely. Look at that. It's got a little cape, even a little custom cape made. It looks like he can fly. I'll try to get the shadow right. The light is. I'm getting attacked by light. Albert the Abrachosaurus. Oh, wow, that is really good. Abrachosaurus. I love Abrachosaurus. Raish, that's it. I think Abrachosaurus is the way to go. That is a good idea. Triz. Ooh, Triz is a good name too. Albert the Abrachosaurus. Triz. Triz the Abrachosaurus. Oh, I really like the name Triz. Triz the Triceratops. Triz the Terrible. Something. There's something there. There's something there. I really like Albert the Abrachosaurus though. Let's see. We're gonna do a poll real quick. Name. Oh, I missed a tip. Dude, thank you so much for the tip. So what we're doing today, by the way, I will add a dino into the volcano for you. I don't remember if last time it's been like a couple weeks, but the last few weeks we've been doing a deal where if anybody tips, I'll add a dinosaur to the volcano. And then once the volcano fills up, we're gonna do a giveaway for it. So I'll add in. Who's this for? This is from Cooper. Oh, from Cooper. Of course, it's from Cooper. Thank you for your support, Cooper. I'm sorry I missed it. Obviously, I was kind of busy. But wait, hold on, Triz. I'll add in a dino to the volcano for you. In our at the beginning of our next stream. Um, we said Albert the Abrachosaurus or Triz or let's see. Can I come up with one on the spot? Who's the famous magician? Houdini. Hmm. Nah, I don't know. Let's just try these two. I like these two names. Unless anybody's got another one. You got 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh, we got Elvis. Perfect timing. Elvis is a good name. The Las Vegasaurus. I'm just gonna go with Elvis. We'll know what their moniker is. All right. Yeah, we're gonna do those 3. Start a poll. Okay, vote real quick, and I'm gonna give my little end of the live stream spiel. The first is, hey, if you joined this live stream, thank you so much for joining. Please like down below, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Hit the little bell icon so you don't miss it when we come out with new videos. We're gonna do another live stream next week, next Friday, same time, same place, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to be doing more live streams as the new game comes closer and closer. So if you want to join those extra live streams, check out my Louis Loops channel. You can find that at Louis Loops. Normally, by the way, Chill Bunny asks, how many hours do you stream? Normally around 2 hours, sometimes 3, sometimes 4 for making something bigger. So yeah, something like that. But yeah, I'll be live again next Friday for sure, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then a little bit more often as time goes on. Um, what else? If you want to support this channel monetarily, please support with a membership. That would be super helpful. You don't have to, but it's a great way to support this channel. Check out merch like our dinosaur crochet kits. Get these in the shop now. Check out our giant Land Before Twine. This is our new seasonal kit. It makes a volcano bag and like 14 dinosaurs. It's crazy. And then, of course, check out my new game, Lava Run. I think we're reversed right now. I don't know if it's actually flipped or not. But check out Lava Run. It's coming out on September 10th. If you want to learn more, you can just go to lavarungame.com. There's a link in the top of the description. Also, Cooper's putting links in the chat right now. But it's such a cool game. I really, really am proud of it. And I'm very excited and nervous about it. Again, it comes out September 10th as a Kickstarter, not a Kickstarter, a crowdfunding project on BackerKit. So if you want to learn more, just check it all out at lavarungame.com. But it's a board game where you crochet all your pieces, and it's really cool. And look at this cute little guy that I made his face, and it's just so cute. Okay, I think that's everything, Jimbo. You want to say bye? Jimbo finally, yeah. Let's go ahead and choose what the name is going to be. And then we'll say bye. Bye. You want to say bye? Oh, there's Jimbo. Sleepy little kitty. Hey, buddy. He's so sleepy right now. Yeah, you want to give me a kiss? Thank you. That was very sweet. Looks like we're naming him Albert. This is Albert. You want to meet Albert? Say hi to Albert. Give him a kiss. You said no. You don't like him? Okay, well, he's gonna cast a magic spell on you later, so you're gonna have to deal with it. Thanks again for watching, guys. Pasta la pizza. Happy hooking. Wait. We're gonna keep this dino on your forehead. Balance. Oh, we gotta work on your balance, buddy. And we're gonna add this to the volcano next week for you, Cooper. All right, guys. Bye. Pasta la pizza. Happy hooking. Say bye, Jimbo. Yeah, say bye. Okay. Wanna go? Yeah. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining.